In this case, we're going to say it's the 4 aces. But just getting them to the top of the deck isn't enough. They must make it appear as if these aces are being shuffled down into the deck. So for all practical purposes, it looks like the aces are being shuffled into the deck. And besides shuffling them, they also must give them a cut. So we'll give it a cut like this. So we're going to play a 4-handed game of poker, okay?
Okay.
You're going to be hand number 1, that's you. You're going to be hand number 2, that's you. You're going to be hand number 3, that's you. I'm hand number 4, mine goes down for suspense. There's 1, there's 2, and I missed an ace right off the bat. Oh, well, that happens sometimes. We'll see if I can get the rest of them. I missed 2 of them. Oh, well, God, this is going to be one of those poker hands when I wish somebody else was dealing. Playing 5-card draw poker and deuces are wild. What would you draw to that hand?
3 cards.
3 cards. Keep the pair of 9. You got 3 9s.
Oh.
So you draw 2 cards.
Okay, 2
1
cards.
and 2. You still got 3 9s. And this gentleman over here would draw 3 to the pair of 7s. 1, 2, and 3. Still got a pair of 7s. You're looking at a pair of aces, of course, you would draw 3. 1, 2, and 3. So you're sitting on a pair of aces, and I didn't get the 4 aces. But really, in a game of poker, you wouldn't want them, because they could be beat by a royal flush.
Very nice. That's cool. That's
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you. This is the explanation for the poker deal. Now, you start off with part of the royal flush already stacked on the bottom of the deck. Now, if you can cull cards, go through and cull it as you're pulling out the 4 aces. But the royal flush is on the bottom of the pack, and you start looking through the pack to bring up the 4 aces. As you're looking through, you talk to them, and the patter is on the performance part. You're welcome to use it word for word if you like, or add your own. You show them that when it's the cheater's turn to deal, what he does is he gathers the cards that he wants and controls them to the top of the deck as he's picking up the discards. You need to get the ace of spades on top. Now you tell them just getting them on the top isn't enough. Must make it look like you're shuffling them into the deck. So you shuffle the pack, making sure that you do not disturb the bottom stock, which is where the royal flush is, and you keep the ace of spades on top for a couple of shuffles. Then you shuffle and hold back 3 cards on the right hand and drop them onto the ace, which is on the left-hand packet. As you push them together, you do a false cut to the table, and you tell them you're going to deal a 4-handed game of poker. That's hand number 1, that's hand number 2, that's hand number 3. I'm hand number 4, mine goes down for suspense. And what that does is gives you the ace of spades right off the top of the pack, and they have 3 indifferent cards. Now you deal the rest of the poker hand. Off the top, off the top, off the top, and for yourself, you come off the bottom. Off the top, 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 and then yourself is off the bottom. I'm doing this very slow for you so you can follow everything, and hopefully an ace will come up, which is what you want it to do because it looks like you have missed. Then you deal again. Whoop, another ace, which is good. And in the performance, you notice that 3 of the aces came up. Now you look at the spectator and you say, let's see what we would draw to this hand. You look at the first spectator, you have ace 10 and draw 3. Draw 3. He's got a pair of aces because you missed another ace. Look at the second spectator, and they're looking at 9, 10, or 2, 3, 4 to draw to the straight. Whatever they decide, you just deal the cards. If they want 3, you deal 3. Same thing with the spectator here. He would say 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Your line then is, needless to say, I didn't get the 4 aces, but I really wouldn't want them because they could be beat. Now you turn the cards over and you spread them as you show the cards. That's the explanation for poker deal. Okay, we're going to do another little thing which involves both of you lovely ladies. Okay? Usually the magician finds the spectator's card. I'm not going to find it this time. You are going to find her card.
Okay.
Valerie, if you would, shuffle the cards for me.
I'm no magician here, aren't I?
Don't be nervous. Everybody makes mistakes, including me.
How about that?
That's good. That's good.
Okay.
Now, if you would, cut it into 2 piles.
Okay.
Fairly even if you could. Okay. Now, which half do you want to use?
I'll use this half.
This half. Okay, so this one is going to be yours.
Okay.
You can leave it right there for now. Valerie, I'm going to dribble cards. When you want to see a card, just say stop. I need cards left on the fingers, okay?
Sure. Now.
Okay. You got it? Okay, you're not going to forget it? You got it too? Very good. I'll mix them up a little bit and give them a little shuffle. Now we say shuffle because we can't pronounce shuffle. But if you would, Chantal, reach in and push any one of those cards out that you like. That's the one. You want to change your mind?
Nope.
Okay, turn the card over.
Okay.
And that is a 2. Would you like me to count it or spell it?
Count it.
Count it. Oh, makes it easy. 1, 2. What was your card?
What was my card?
Yes, please.
Jack of diamonds.
Jack of diamonds, you see.
Oh.
Good thing you didn't have me spell it.
Ooh.
This is the explanation for spectator finds the card. What I do is I hand the pack to a spectator and have them shuffle the cards. Doesn't matter what they do to them, as long as they don't wreck them. Then you have them cut the pack into 2 piles, and you look at the first spectator who is shuffling the cards and give them the choice of which pile they want. Let's say they pick this pile, so you set it down in front of them. You set this pack over towards the next spectator. You pick up the first spectator's cards and say stop as I dribble the cards. When they say stop, you show the card. Put it back, hold a break, and double cut it so that the selected card is on the bottom. You turn to the second spectator, and you spread the cards and tell them to slide any card out that they like. Doesn't matter which card they slide out, you have them turn it over. In this case, it's a jack. So you would spell jack, J-A-C, and on the K, you deal a bottom. Turn to the first spectator and ask them the name of their card. When they tell you the name, you turn it over to show the card. And that's the explanation for spectator finds the card. Shantae, I understand it's your birthday today.
Yes, it is.
I have a special trick just for your birthday.
Yay.
Okay? So I'm going to mix the cards, or would you like to mix them?
No, go ahead.
Okay, very good. Now, again, I'm going to dribble cards from one hand to the other. When you want one, just say stop for me, okay?
Stop.
Right there. You sure? Okay, take a look at the card. You have it? You get it? You get to take a peek also. Okay, we'll give them a little mix. Now, it is your birthday, so we're going to get everybody to sing happy birthday.
Okay.
Would you join in?
Oh, yes.
Are you ready? Start singing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Shantae. Happy birthday to you. And your card was?
The 9 of hearts.
The 9 of hearts. Yes.
Oh. Very good.
Thank you. This is a great little trick if you're working in restaurants or even private parties where it's somebody's birthday. And if you're working in restaurants, a lot of times they will have the waiters, waitresses come over and sing happy birthday to the spectator. Well, you do the same thing with the pack of cards. You have a card selected and controlled to the bottom of the pack. Again, the control I use is the dribble. They say stop, you show it, hold a break as you double cut it to the bottom of the pack. Now, as everybody's singing happy birthday, you're dealing cards each time. So it's happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. I can't sing. When I sing in a shower, the water stops running. But when you get to the name and on the very last note, you deal it from the bottom of the pack and turn it over to show their card. It's a nice little effect. If you're working one-on-one, you could spell happy birthday with the spectator's name. So there are 2 variations on the trick. If you're working in restaurants, it's always good to sing it because a lot of times you get a lot of people there to sing, and it makes the people you're doing it for feel really good. If you're working one-on-one, like I say, you could spell happy birthday and turn over on the last letter of their name, the spectator's card. And that's the explanation for the birthday trick. A little extra tip on the birthday trick is if you could find out the spectator's name without them knowing. If you're working a table next to them, you can listen and see if it's mentioned. Or go into the kitchen before your shift. Find out if the waiters or waitresses have any birthdays at their tables. Your food service can help you. They can tell you the birthday, the name,